Aces of Thunder is not your standard flight game. It's a genuine flight simulator, and I learned that the hard way. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome if you're new. Today we're talking about Aces of Thunder on PSVR2 on PC. I've been hands-on with the game for a couple of hours, shout out to Gaijin Distribution for providing us access, and to put it simply, I am absolutely blown away by what Gaijin Distribution has achieved so far with his true flight sim. Make no mistake, this is a real flight combat simulator, and anyone interested in this type of experience will have the time of their lives when Aces of Thunder launches on PSVR2 and Steam. Now first of all, I want to say that I believe Aces of Thunder is still a couple of months away from release. So why are they giving us access so early? Well, I think it's a smart move. The community was starting to feel impatient. Some even said the game was never coming out, that it was vaporware, that it had been cancelled, etc. So Gaijin Distribution needed to reassure people and let everyone know that hey, this is real, this is happening. And what better way to prove this than to give content creators access and let them flood the internet with Aces of Thunder content. So yeah, here we are. I don't want to focus too much on the menu and settings in this preview, because things are definitely going to change. The game is still in development, so keep that in mind. However, I will give you an idea of what's present in this early version. So we have multiple aircraft from 7 different countries to choose from. One of them, the famous F4, is locked behind a paywall, confirming that the game will have microtransactions, so that sucks. These aircraft are customizable with camouflage and decals, which can be unlocked by completing daily tasks or via trophies. Speaking of daily tasks, there are 3, and you can change one if you like. We also have online leaderboards, monthly leaderboards to be precise, and the contacts tab which shows you the people who fought with you in previous battles. There are other settings that I don't want to focus on here today, but what I do want to focus on is the game modes. First we have Test Your Flight, a free roam mode which is great news for beginners like myself, who have no experience with flight sims. Then we have Custom Battles. In this mode you can join and create sessions, and you get to control everything from location, weather, time of day, number of players which range from 2 to 32, to maximum battle time which can go up to 6 hours, which is insane. And finally we have the online battle mode, which is self-explanatory. So let's talk about the gameplay, and right off the bat I want to say that I have never played any flight sim before, so I had no idea how to control this thing. And I'm happy to say that I still have no idea how to control this thing. No, I'm joking of course. But in all seriousness, I only used the thumbsticks, and I didn't even know how to retract my gear. So yeah, it's safe to say this game needs practice, and definitely not for everyone. It's not easy at all to control your aircraft, let alone track your enemies. And yeah, obviously the game plays better with the HOTAS. Nevertheless, even with thumbsticks, the game feels amazing to play. It is super responsive, except when it stutters, being an early version and whatnot, but overall, it is an absolute blast. It is very challenging like I said, but it's also very rewarding, as it feels incredible when you finally take down an aircraft and watch it crash and burn. The cockpit view is awesome. You have tons of information at your disposal, everything is sharp and clear, and this is great news for PSVR2 gamers, as the developer told us that what you're seeing right now is pretty much what the PSVR2 version is going to look like, or at least as close as possible. I also assume that on PSVR2 on PS5 eye tracking will play a role, making it easier for you to read. The PSVR2 version is going to run at a native 90 frames per second by the way, which is great since you really don't want to have a projection in a game like this. And obviously on PC you can run the game up to 120 FPS, with possibly even better graphics than the PS5 version, depending of course on your PC specs, but yeah, generally speaking, Aces of Thunder looks fantastic. The environments look good from high in the sky, but there is room for improvement, because when you get closer to the ground, you do start to notice the low quality textures, and you also notice a lot of texture loading. The lighting is fantastic, even though PSVR2 doesn't support HDR on PC, but I still felt that HDR effect, so yeah, they must have done a great job when it comes to lighting. The mirror in particular and the reflections on it look amazing and super sharp, so it's very easy to see what's going on behind you. So yeah guys, graphics wise, Aces of Thunder gets an A from me. Now when it comes to some of the issues I faced, like I said earlier, I did notice some stuttering. The audio seemed a bit low, which I found to be odd. The controls are janky, which is to be expected since the game is still in development. But that's about it. I don't really have much to complain about, other than release the damn game would you. No, I'm just kidding. Take your time guys. What you have here is a recipe for success. I think this will be the ultimate flight sim for years to come. So take your time, release it when it's ready and not before that. And when you do, PCVR and PSVR2 players will be there. You have my word. And that's gonna have to do it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and remember, for more VR news, reviews, and discussions, make sure you stick with MBG.